Hello students, today we will start Geography Chapter 6 Major Relief Features of the Earth. Students, as we know, the face of Earth is constantly changing due to the agents like running water and wind. The shape of these landforms are also called relief features, and these features have also been modeled by the movements of the Earth's crust. So let's study about the landforms and their importance to humans. Landforms are constantly changing because of the forces of nature. Due to the action of endogenic and exogenic forces, the various relief features have been formed. Endogenous forces occur inside the earth and move towards the earth's surface. Sudden movements occur in the form of earthquakes and volcanoes. Mountains and plateaus formed due to these internal forces. Exogenic forces act slowly on the surface of the earth. Plains, V-shaped valleys, moraines, dunes, etc. formed due to the agents like running water, wind, moving of ice, heat and waves. On the basis of elevation, slope, relief, etc., the relief features have been categorized into mountains, plateaus and plains. Mountains are uplifted portions of the earth which rise steeply above the adjoining landscapes and have steep slopes and peak. Landforms over 600 meter are classified as hills, and those rising above 1000 meter above sea level are classified as mountains. So there are some different forms of mountains are as follows: mountain range, mountain chain, mountain system, cordillera. A linear system of mountains and hills with several peaks, valleys, etc. are mountain ranges. Like one example is Himalayas. Mountain chain, several long and narrow parallel chain of mountains belonging to different periods are known as mountain chain. For example, Alps, that is in Europe. Mountain ranges of the same period but separated by valleys are known as mountain system. There's an example of this is Rocky Mountains, which is in USA. Cordillera, it is a Spanish term which refers to a group or system of several mountains. There is example, the Western Cordillera, it is also in USA. Student, mountains are generally classified into fold mountains, block mountains, volcanic mountains and residual mountains. Fold mountains are formed with the layers of the earth's crust are folded by the horizontal compressional forces. To make your own fold mountain, with the help of some hand towel, lay 10 hand towels on a flat surface and place 2 shoe boxes on each side, like shown here. Push the shoe boxes towards the center as shown. This activity shows how fold mountains are formed when forces move towards a common center. In the fold mountains, the arches are called anticlines and the troughs are called synclines. They appear as wave-like folds. Aravalli Range in India is an example of old fold mountains. It was formed over 250 million years ago. It has gentle slopes and low altitude due to weathering over time. The young fold mountains were formed comparatively recently, about 25 million years ago. These mountains are rugged and lofty. They comprises the world's highest mountain ranges like the Alps of Europe and Himalayas of Asia. Block mountains. Block mountains are formed when cracks or faults occurred in the earth's crust and the land between the cracks sinks, leaving upstanding blocks on either sides. Block mountains are also known as fault block mountains. The uplifted part of the land is called the host or block mountain. Satpura Range in India, Black Forest in Germany, Sierra Nevada in the USA are the some examples of the block mountains. The subsided part is called the graben or the Rift Valley. Some rivers flow through the Rift Valley like the Narmada and Tapti in India and the Nile in Africa. Volcanic mountains. When the temperature and pressure are very high inside the earth, magma, ash and gases are pushed towards the surface and they erupt in the form of volcanoes. Magma, which reaches the surface of the earth, is called lava. This magma, when hardens on the earth's surface, forms cone-shaped mountains. Mount Fuji in Japan and Mount Mauna Loa in Hawaii are the examples of cone-shaped mountains. Sometimes the magma cannot come out on the surface. Sometimes magma starts accumulate below the surface and begins to cool off. These forces the rocks above the magma to bulge out and forms dome-shaped mountains. Mount St. Helena in the USA is the example of dome-shaped mountain. Residual mountains. Students, as we know, mountains are made of different types of rock. Some of these are maybe hard, some are soft in nature. So, the erosional agents like rivers, glaciers and wind erode the soft rocks easily in comparison to the hard rocks. So, once the soft rocks get eroded and the hard rocks remain standing as highlands, so these are called residual or erosional mountains. The Aravalli Range of India are the example of residual mountains. Just we have discussed about the four mountains. Now, how these mountains are useful to us, let's discuss this. The mountain glaciers are a source of many perennial rivers. First of all, mountains act as a natural barrier against cold and hot winds. Forests are a rich storehouse of minerals. Mountain rocks are used as good building material. A variety of fauna and flora is found in the mountains. Many hydroelectric projects are set upon mountain slopes. Favorable climatic conditions make mountain areas a good tourist spot. Now about plateaus. Plateaus are flat elevated landforms which rise sharply above the surrounding landforms and slope on at least one side. The top of the plateau is flat, so it is also known as a tableland. Plateaus are classified as follows: intermountain plateaus, piedmont plateaus, continental plateaus, volcanic plateaus. So first we will discuss about intermountain plateaus. Intermountain plateaus are surrounded by mountains on all sides. Tibetan Plateau, the Plateau of Iran, the Bolivian Plateau are the examples of intermountain plateaus. Piedmont plateaus are found at the foot of the mountains. Patagonian Plateau in Argentina and the Malwa Plateau in India are the examples of Piedmont plateaus. Continental plateaus. These are the plateaus that rise abruptly from the surrounding lowlands or the sea and cover the vast areas of the continent. Peninsular Plateau in India, plateaus in Greenland and Antarctica are some of the examples of continental plateaus. Volcanic plateaus are formed due to volcanic eruptions. The successive layers of lava spread over large areas, forming plateaus. Columbia Plateau and the Deccan Plateau are the examples of volcanic plateaus. Plateaus are also the useful landforms. It provides grassland for rearing livestock. Volcanic plateaus are rich in black soil, so hence it provides excellent soil for growing cotton and sugarcane. These plateaus are the rich sources of minerals and provide us raw materials for the industries. Plains. Plains are an expanse of low-lying flat or gently lowering land. These are formed mainly by external forces like weathering, erosion, and deposition of sediments by rivers. Based on the mode of formation, plains are categorized into the following three major types: structural plains, erosional plains, depositional plains. Structural plains are the types of plains which form on horizontal rock strata. This type of plains are naturally occurring plains. Great Plains in the USA, the Russian platforms, and the central lowlands in Australia are such types of plains. Erosional plains are the types of plains which have been formed by the erosional agents. The West Siberian Plain in Russia and the Canadian Shield are such examples of erosional plains. Depositional plains are the types of plains that have been formed by the eroded material which have been deposited in low-lying areas. Fertile alluvial plains of North India and the eastern and western coastal plains of India are the examples of depositional plains. Plains are very useful to us. Plains are rich in alluvial soil that is good for agriculture, so the highest population is found on plains. Plains provide good living conditions. It means it is very comfortable for the people to live in plains. Many industrial units are set up in the plains. It is easy to set up industrial units on plains. Large cities flourish in the plains. The Indo-Gangetic Plain in India, West Siberian Plain in Eurasia, Hwang He Plain in China, and Po Valley in Italy are a few important plains in the world.